And I remember a time when we'd lost our baby at 16 weeks, and Henry is a worship leader, and he actually was due to go worship somewhere. And he's like, no, I'll stay home with you. And I said, no, you know, I think you really need to do this. It was an important thing. I said, I'll be fine. And as he was driving to this event, he's like, God, why? Like, why? And then he just remembers the Father saying to him, don't ask why, Henry. You know, don't ask why. Fill the why with worship.
Beautiful.
Because right now, your son
What a
is worshipping around the throne. And I want you to worship with him.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes we only think worship is singing because we love him, or we're just in a service and we do the 3 songs. And I said, there's a part of worship that connects us to be intimate with the Father, mostly for me, when I'm in my darkest hour. I don't know if that's...
Oh, it's
beautiful.
beautiful.
As you even were just saying that, I'm thinking when between Catherine and Sophia, I had a miscarriage as well, but I had a pregnancy, and I had told, so you know, we'd gone 13 weeks. I told everyone. I remember I had gone, and I was with Joyce, was like my spiritual mum. You know, I'd gone to see Mama Joyce, and I flew home, all excited, you know, and we had our Hillsong conference, and Joyce was coming for the conference, and so she'd seen me. We're all excited. You know, Chris is having another baby, and I get home, and I had an appointment to go to see the doctor and it was like so rushed. We had a conference coming up, Joyce is coming, I'm hosting, doing all the other stuff that we do. And I'll never forget lying on the bed, and, you know, they're doing the test, and, you know, the words you don't want to hear. You know, Mrs. Caine, we can't hear a heartbeat. And I said, well, there must be something wrong with your machine. I mean, it didn't even occur to me that it didn't even pass my brain. And anyway, it happened, and I had to, you know, wait a couple of days. Joyce flew in Sunday, and I had gone into surgery that day, came out, and I said to Nick, we're going to go pick her up. And you know, and so we go straight to the airport. I go from the hospital to the airport. She comes, you know, she's coming from the plane out through security, and just, and immediately puts her hand on my stomach. Chris, our baby, how's our baby? Like, no, you know, because we're all, like, the whole world, you know, it's, and I just, and so I'm stuck in that moment, and I mean, you could imagine, she's just so beautiful in that moment. But we had the first night of the conference, and it was when Matt had written that song, You Give and Take Away, You Give, Blessed Be the Name. Okay, so I'll never forget it. And Joyce was going to speak the Monday night, and I'm in the front row. I couldn't even sing, right? Like, I'm just like still, I mean, I'm just out. I've still got the hospital band on my hand, you know. And everyone's like, so you can imagine how many congratulations, Chris, I'd had that day, all the way through the thing. And all I can say, though, this is the power of, all this is to go to the power of worship. And certainly I know so many women are watching this program, and their pain is huge. But this is why somehow, despite how we feel, if we can get into that zone, because I remember I couldn't even say the words, like I couldn't. And then I would just, I mean, I would just let it wash over me. And then I don't know what happened, and there's no natural explanation. But over the course of that song, I would begin mouthing just, you give and take away. You give and take, I mean, I'll cry now, just, you know, you give and take away. But still, my soul was saved, blessed be. And then in this instant, as supernatural as any supernatural encounter I had, I can't explain. Nick was standing next to me, Joyce was here. It's just, I mean, tears are streaming down, my hands just went up. And it just, and I mean, I had gone from like grief, it was like it lifted to a declaration, you give, you take, still. And all I can say to you is I walked out a different human being. No, I don't know how to explain that.
So I think that's the currency of heaven.
It is.
That raw worship of declaring who God is in those moments. I don't know if you guys have lost a baby. We've all lost children. I won't get into mine, but I just remember, you know, you can believe in miracles. I believe God can do whatever He wants to do, and to speak life into the baby inside. Inside your womb is, God can do it all, you know. But what do we do at those moments?
That's right.
When we trust, and when we're told to trust, because we have such a small perspective, and we don't have what God sees, you know. And some things we'll just never We're never going to understand until he tells us face to face.
That's right.
And until he tells us face to face.
That's right.
And but it's those places and those times, man, when you don't understand
Right.
and you worship anyway.
That's right.
Whether it's worshiping through serving,
Totally.
you know, it's not just all music.
Your
is
life.
it?
Yeah, worship's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, I hope you've enjoyed this video. There's a whole lot more. You can subscribe and let's get better together.